Okay, so I tried to organise accommodation for my trip to the United Kingdom with my grandma and my mum and my son. I booked a few accommodations, sorry. I booked a few accommodations through booking.com. They allowed me to use my travel card that I got from my bank. Um, when I tried to use that same card on Airbnb, I was getting a message which said that my card was going to be converted. The currency on my card didn't match the currency that I wanted to pay in. So they were going to convert the currency to Australian dollars. But the travel card itself was loaded in Great British pounds for our holiday to the UK. So when I didn't understand why it was going to charge me in Great British pounds. It wasn't going to charge me in that, sorry. Because if they had to charge me in Australian dollars on that card, ANZ charge a 6% conversion fee back to Australian dollars, and then Airbnb were going to then charge me in Australian dollars and charge me to convert it back on their end to Great British pounds instead of just doing a direct transaction from Great British pounds on my card to Great British pounds on their website, because the accommodation was listed in Great British pounds. So I rang them up to see, because I thought it was just ridiculous that was even happening. And I spoke to somebody called Ronelda, and she sort of tried to help me a bit. She said, "Oh, that doesn't sound right. It sounds like it's a glitch on our end." She came back and said that I needed to do a few things like empty my browser cache, which luckily I knew how to do that because not many people would, and to log out and to put the card as an actual payment method on my account, which I hadn't done at the time because it asked me to put it on there as I was paying, and then to wait 24 hours. And I sort of said, well, the accommodation that I'm booking is quite pivotal to where we want to stay because we haven't been able to find anything that good and in that perfect location and for that price anywhere else. So I hope it doesn't go in those 24 hours. And she said, oh, if you just message them, they should be fine, sort of thing. And I said, well, do you think you could message them for me? Because, if coming from me, just saying that, I can't pay for 24 hours, it doesn't sound right. And she said, oh, no, I'm sure if you just let them know that, that it's just an error on our end, that they'll be fine to do it. And I think that time I got a guy. He didn't give me his name, but he said, he listened to me and he sounded like he was going to help me out. And he said, oh, I'm sure there's something we can do. I can take over your case for you, just a whole bunch of stuff. I told him the whole story again about the issue that I was having and how ridiculous it was and how I just couldn't see how it was so hard just to pay in the currency that was there. And he said, oh, I understand, And then all of a sudden, he just said, oh, I've got to go, sort of thing. And he put me on hold. And then he came back and he said, I've been told I actually have to transfer you to Ronelda, but I don't know whether I can get hold of her. And then he went again, he wasn't really communicating very well. And I said, are you there? And he sort of said, oh, I think I'm having some technical difficulties. Can you call us back? And I said, well, can't you call me back? And he said, sorry, no, I can't. I hope you can understand. And I was like, okay, it's a bit odd, but because I've never had somewhere where they sort of said, oh, we're having difficulties. Can you call us back? So I ended up calling them back, and I got an endless loop of their hold music, and I just didn't get to talk to anyone. So I was like, what is going on? Eventually I got this guy, Francis, who put me on hold and was he made me download Google Chrome, even though I have about 3 other browsers on my system already. I said, can't I just use one of them? He said, no, it only works with Google Chrome. And I was like, oh, okay, if you say so. So then he did it again. He goes, oh, you're still getting the error message. Oh, okay, let me just go and check my whatever, and I'll go read my notes, and I'll go read your notes, and I'll get back to you. So I was on hold for another 20 minutes waiting for him. And he finally came back and he was like, oh, so I found out the problem. The problem is your card is our system, the policy of our website is to bill you in the currency of where the card was issued. So that would mean Australia. And I said, so you're telling me that my travel card, which is supposed to be used internationally, is being billed on your website in Australian dollars? And he goes, yes. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that doesn't work for me because, you know, I've loaded, we put all of our money for accommodation on the one card, and I can't just go and get it out from the bank because, you know, it's a travel card. It's not meant to be used like that. I was going to get charged if I withdrew it from my card, and charged again if I paid anything in Australian dollars. You get charged a 3% fee plus 6% conversion fee. So he sort of said, oh, well, I'm sorry. Like, thanks. He literally said, I'm sorry. Thanks for, you know, thanks for choosing Airbnb, and pretty much hung up on me. And I was like, okay, well, that was great. And so I went back. I thought, well, you know, I was pretty angry. I wasn't ready to ring them straight back and